Well, let's bring in Mamoun Abu Nowar. He's a retired Jordanian Air Force general. He joins us now from London. Mamoun, as always, competing narratives here. President Zelensky's insistence that Bakhmut is not occupied by Russia. How much weight would you be giving that?
Well, claim and counter-claim, it's part of the propaganda war what's going on now, and it is a fog of war, which is very thick in Ukraine-Russia war. But let's assume that's been fallen. I think militarily it's not very significant. Politically, yes, they have to manage that, the Ukrainian, because if they want to control the whole Donbas, the Russian, they must take the Slavyansk and Kramatorsk and going there through the big highway, through the 504 or E40, I think. The ground there is very difficult, very high terrain, and the Ukrainian, I think, ready to counteract the offense of the Russian. But there is a maneuver going on. They're trying to besiege the city of Bakhmut, and I'm not quite sure that they will be successful on that.
I remember, though, just a couple of weeks ago, the Wagner chief, Yevgeny Prigozhin, he was threatening to pull out of Bakhmut, saying they were running out of ammunition. How did we now get here?
The Russian system is very centralized, and I think Prigozhin is close allies to Putin, as everybody knows. And I think this part will also a propaganda, let me say, and a fog of war again. Things is not clear, not very clear picture what's going on the Ukrainian-Russian war. But I think Bakhmut has been fallen. Let's assume that.
Well, if Russia has indeed taken Bakhmut, I'm curious about what you think the next move will be. There's obviously been huge speculation about when this Ukrainian counteroffensive might begin.
I don't think the Ukrainian are, or they have the condition to do this counterattack offense. They lack the equipment, they lack air power, they lack the, like the F-16, what they're talking about, that will take around 5 to 6 months as minimum. And a crash program to qualify the pilot for that airplane. Patriot, F-16, and other equipment will not change, a strategic change, let me see, or change the tide of war for the Ukrainian or for the Russian. What I see now is a war in a defensive nature. They're trying to, doing an attrition, war of attrition from both sides, but things will stay as is. I think Putin, in a way, he will say that he achieved, I think, his objective by annexing the 4 Donbas region and the Crimea. So if any counter-offense would be through the Kherson, getting the land bridge between Crimea and the Donbas, and it would be very hard. They need equipment to stay and fight the Russian. Ukraine doing very well, but I don't think that will
Sorry,
change
Mamoun,
the tide of the war.
You talk about the gear that they need. I'm curious about how much of a difference these latest Western arms commitments might make. Aside from the F-16s, we know, obviously, there are British long-range missiles now in use as well. Has that made any kind of a difference at all?
You mean the Storm Shadow and the Scallop French equipment, which is... they're very good missile, by the way, and they will hit target. But there is some constraint on the Ukrainian to hit inside Russia, which does make a difference. These are good weapons for hitting command control, logistical line, etc. But also, I could say again, they will have some strategic effect, but they will not change the tide of war.
Mamoun Abu Nowar there, retired Jordanian Air Force general, speaking to us from London. Always great to get your thoughts. Thank you for joining us again on Al Jazeera, sir.
Thank you for inviting me.